What's up, everybody? I'm here to speak about this sexy red situation as far as her attempting to remix the Michael Jackson Beat It remix. Just goes to show, man, the lack of respect. Not only the lack of respect, but the greed. And I'm not talking about the greed on her in particular, but the greed of her team. Because I feel like the team should have enough knowledge to know that certain songs is off limit. Now I know that Sexy Red is younger, and her team might be younger, so I could be forcing a mistake by saying that. But I feel as though somebody in the corner or somebody on the team should have been like, "Nah, we're not gonna make mockery of this Michael Jackson song based on what Michael Jackson represented or meant to the culture." You can have your opinions on his personal life or whatever, but his music itself definitely was an impact to the culture. Um, it just looked nasty. You know what I'm saying? It looked nasty. It looked disgusting. Um, why is that type of vulgar, that talk always got to be the subject? I understand you made some money a couple of years ago or whatever, and you probably still will continue to make money. But you, as an artist, Sexy Red, you have to understand that it might have been a glitch. Let's keep it real. It might have been a glitch. You caught the eyes and the ears of a few fast. Slow down, bang out, slow down. Your music gravitated to young women who was living a fast life. I'm gonna say 17 to 23 is probably your main fan base. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably popping a couple of years ago. We had the city girls, and we had that language, and that thing was going on. But the last few years, the music has slowly changed back to a little bit of reality. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, all that popping your ass and all that shit is still gonna grab the ears of certain individual, but a lot of people ain't going for it, you know what I'm saying? And to take a song like Michael Jackson, also, I here it is. Will Al Yankovic have already done Eat It, but his thing was strictly on food. For you to take the song of Michael Jackson's Beat It and make it be Eat It and talk about somebody just, you know what I mean, just doing whatever to your box, it's out of line, yo. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Hopefully, this is a wake up to the music. Like, we can't allow this type of shit to happen much further. You know what I mean? Like we gotta protect something. You know what I mean? We got the babies growing up. You know, we just can't let the foolness, the foolishness, and the wicked just control everything. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of the wicked, I seen a post somebody reposted where Imani, R&B singer, writer, also a member of the Joe Buttons podcast. Me personally, though, I know him. Well, not know him personally, but I'm familiar with him through his music before the podcast. But he had posted something saying that I don't quote me on it, but he had something to the extent that he had Michael Jackson's lawyers on speed dial. And here comes the culture vulture, Adam 22, putting his 2 cents in it, saying something to the extent of this guy thinks it's cool to call the police on a black woman doing her music. First of all, Adam, mind your business, bro. That's the problem. People let you slide in this industry, let you control it, and you feel like you got to say so or the upper hand to do whatever you want or to bump in and give your opinion on things. Now, you probably do got your opinions. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, yo, mind your business, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was you to say what a black young woman deserves, or like, who was you to even acknowledge, like, mind your business, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just mind your business. And Imani strike back under there saying, you think it's cool to let black young men come on your wife's face. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly some shit I would have said, you know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, that's out of control, man. Adam 22, mind your business, dog. You know what I mean? And yo, this is Bang Out. This is